Today I'm going to be showing you who I think could be the best budget poacher in Master League. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Adrian Dalmal. Now for a little while, there's been some comments that have been posted where you guys have wanted to see some budget players that you can buy when you're in the second league or when you don't have lots of budget, maybe potentially loan for a season, someone that can add to your team without breaking the bank. So I took a look at a couple different players. I'll post my findings over the next couple weeks, but basically I started with a search of players that were under 5 million, essentially that you'd only have to pay at most 1.5 million to loan for the entire year. Now, of course, you could buy them, but then you'd be looking at that 5 million price tag plus a little. So, Adrian Dalmal, he is a center forward only. He's right-footed from Spain, and his playing style is a poacher. Now, let's talk about stats. He has offensive awareness of 80, which is pretty darn good. He's got finishing of 78, which again is pretty good. He has heading of 80, 75 speed, 74 acceleration, a kicking power of 79, which means he can put some force behind the ball. Physical contact of 79, which is great because it means he's got some physicality. That mixed with 70 balance, it's not great, but it does add to his ability to stay on the ball. And stamina of 78, which I actually think is really key this year. So that's great. He has conditioning of 5, which is totally acceptable, and a weak foot non-dominant leg precision of 3, which is also pretty good. He's 184 centimeters, which makes him pretty physically imposing, and that gives us the ability to leverage a little more of that physicality to receive balls, hold them up, spin your defender, or make the pass, and ultimately balance yourself while you're shooting. So really good stats. Overall, he's rated 75, but I feel like he plays way above that rating. So with that being said, I think Dalmal is legitimately the best budget poacher in the game, under 5 million. There's only one way for you to find out. Obviously, that's for you to try him, but anyone in the game can try this player. So let's talk about his off the ball skills. So you're gonna see a couple clips here, and I want you just to watch how while he's off the ball, he kind of just drifts into space. Very similar to the Jovic video that I did. He's got this quality where he just hangs back from the defender, and it's about a step and a half. And what that means is if you can play good balls into him, he'll give you the opportunity to make a dummy or a spin or hold up the ball, giving you options. And that's what I love about players like these. When you're breaking people down, you need really good off-the-ball options. And I feel like Dalmal gives really good off-the-ball options. You can see in a lot of these clips, he's in great positions, even if I don't pass to him. He's in great positions to receive the ball. And in a lot of cases, when he does, he's immediately in an aggressive position, and defenders have to challenge him. The other thing that I found while using him was that defenders had to respect Dalmal. Now, even with some top tier strikers, you don't get this. And what it means is that if you have another striker that's good, you can use Dalmal essentially as a decoy. And he's so good at this kind of decoy capability that what you'll do is you'll find yourself trying to use him because he's got a nice weight on the ball, a nice feel on the ball. And so that brings us to his on the ball qualities. It's great that he can move around the pitch. It's great that he can give you options. But when he receives the ball, I feel like something special happens. You get these great moments, as you'll see in these clips, where he'll receive the ball and he just magnetizes defenders. And what that does is it allows the other attacking players to either be an instant outlet that puts them in a scoring position, or it allows players from deep to get into a better position to then create build-up that can break a team down. And you'll see this over and over and over again. He'll receive the ball, drag a couple defenders, pass the ball off, and you're in, and he puts you in a really good chance to score some goals. Now, in this case, it means you have to have someone that can actually score. And I'll talk about that as we go on with some other players. But I think getting you in that scoring position, as you'll see, he's going to create a lot of opportunities for you in aggressive positions, drag defenders away, and give you a chance to make plays with other players. He's also very snappy and very aggressive when going for balls, getting into those open positions, constantly moving around. And that means that when you get an opportunity, there's immediate panic on the other side of the ball. So let's talk about shooting. So what Dalmal does really well are these small movements with the ball at his feet. And it gives you the ability, because he's not fast, to really plan out what you're going to do with your shots for that split second. Now what that means is that you get these opportunities to cleanly strike a ball even when someone's right on you. You can make these small cuts, these finesse moves, just shifts of weight, and all of a sudden you're in with the chance. And I felt like when I asked him to shoot the ball, he was pretty much always on target. And the only real issue I had was either my shot selection or being under really heavy pressure because of that magnetism that he has. However, because he has decent shot power, he becomes a threat from outside the box as well. And this adds to the fear factor with a player like this, giving you the ability to wind up, potentially even then fake shot, and then still crack one from outside the box if you wanted to. But inside the box, I felt like he was pretty clinical. There was really only 1 or 2 shots of the 4 or 5 games that I played with him where I felt like he could have done better. And of those shots, honestly, if I'd finessed it versus trying to rocket it into the net, he probably would have scored. So that's on me. But this is legit a player that, even as a sub in the Premiership or Serie A or any of the other top-notch leagues, I think you could at least have him as a sub, but I think he could actually create some damage on the field against tier 1 defenders. Now, he's not going to be a goal machine, I don't believe, but I think if you already have a goal machine, or you're thinking about blowing all your money on getting 1 top-notch striker and then 1 supporting striker, the skill set that he has and the movement on the field and the way he plays and the way he feels, I think can really add something to your team. So just remember, this guy's only 75 rated and you can get him on loan for the year for under 2 million. So give him a try. I highly recommend you test this guy out. I haven't looked at his growth patterns yet, so I don't know how much growth he's got to do. He's 26 years old, so you're not going to see a ton of growth past the 75, but I think at 75, right at the beginning of the game, he's absolutely usable. And in a lot of cases, he's more usable than players that are in the 80s at the same position. So give him a try, guys. All right, I'll be back to you soon with some more players. You take it easy. Hey guys, I'm new to YouTube, so if you like the content, please give me a like. If you like the topics, please subscribe, and always leave a comment if you can. Thanks, guys.